All right, so bro, if you're feeling like sick right now, because let me just tell you something, bro. Basically, I was very like sometimes I'm very sick and sometimes I'm not that sick. And sometimes I feel like yeah, I'm sick or something like sometimes I would feel sick, okay? And like I'm not even aware that I am sick, but like I just I just feel sick. Basically, like there's like my nose is like blocked or something. Like I cannot breathe, and sometimes I get colds without even knowing and like why I get them or something. But anyways, if you're feeling like very sick or like you have let's say you are feeling normal. You're feeling normal. You don't have sickness yet. Continue your routine. You can go and meditate and like lift weights and like do some gratitude journal. Like you're the good habits. You can continue doing the good habits by if you're like sick. I mean if you're normal. But like let's say you just suddenly like you got a little just a little sick. You got like a little cold in your like nose and you're like you got a little cold in your nose and like you're just a little, let's say, sick, a little bit sick. So if you're a little bit sick, like let's say there's a few like a little cold in your like nose, basically yeah, in my opinion you can still like lift weights or like meditate and stuff, but I'm thinking it's just the best way to actually like I feel like it's just way better to just rest yourself properly. Like I've felt this before. Like I was struggling with like I don't get sometimes like I sometimes don't get on why I'm still like sick. I don't get like why I still have cold when like I literally like have been resting and stuff when I didn't realize I was like quite, I don't know if this counts, but I was doing the good habits whilst being sick. Like let's just say I had a cold and I'm still doing the good habits. Basically, I think like I sometimes try to meditate and like my cold would just like block my own nose. Like literally, I try to meditate in like the balcony here and like I try to meditate and then my nose would just like get blocked for no reason and I cannot meditate anymore. Like I just end this session because so like in my opinion, I think it's way better to just rest and wait till like the cold disappears because I literally just cannot meditate properly with this stupid like cold in my nose. Like it's just not so good. I mean, bro, imagine trying to meditate, like trying to do like deep breathing like this, like imagine trying to do that and like your nose suddenly like stops working. Like you try to breathe like this, like and then you like literally like you cannot breathe. Like you feel like you want to like spit the thing of like blow your like nose away. Like you feel like you want to blow the nose away. Like it just sucks to meditate like that. So what I'm saying is that you can still do the good habits if you want to, but I think it's just way better to just rest yourself when you're like having like a little flu or cold and like because it sometimes quite ruins the performance and the like good habits. Like it kind of sucks to like have like a worse performance and like the good habits. So yeah, also try avoiding bad habits. Like let's say you're like sick and you're like, oh, now I don't have any good habits to do. Like try to avoid doing the bad habits, bro. Cause like when you're sick and you do the bad habits, bro, like it's like the addiction gets way harder. So it's kind of like not a good idea. But what I'm trying to say actually is basically try out like just try out like just try like resting more when you're sick. Like don't like try the bad habits. Like that just makes it worse. You're basically destroying your mind and body at the same time. So if you're feeling like very sick, you have like three sicknesses at once. Like sometimes I do have like a cold, a sore throat, and like coughing. Like three sicknesses at once is like something that mainly happens to me. It sometimes happens, but like what I'm trying to say is, if you're feeling like that, it's definitely way better to just completely rest and like do not attempt trying the bad habits, bro. It literally causes you to not rest at all. Like basically, I was feeling sick, very sick, and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do now. I'm gonna just go onto my phone and like watch content or something. Like it makes me even more addicted and less likely to do the work. So it's just best to try and avoid bad habits. Like go take a walk. It's still a pretty good thing, but it's best to rest more. So just give yourself like lots of naps to like rest yourself, because that's literally the easiest way to like the fastest way to get your like sickness cured. Like what I'm saying is, if you're like sick, basically just get it like to get it cured really fast. Just literally just rest. Don't do the good habits. Don't lift weights or meditate. Just rest. Take lots of naps and like rest as early as possible. Like go to bed as early as you can, because like that's literally like the part where your brain is like locating. I don't know if this is true, but it said that when we are sleeping, basically like our brain like they will like fight off, like our cells fight off the bacterias and like the flus. Like they are just like way better at fighting when you're asleep. So it's way better to just rest if you're like got any sickness at all or lots of sickness. But yeah, but it's up to you to decide if you want to like lift weights while being a little sick. But if you're like very sick and you still want to lift weights, it's definitely not recommended. Just like I do that, like I try to do that, it just fails most of the time. Like my performance just sucks. So yeah, that's all. If you wanna support me, you can subscribe. Keep on improving life.